Good evening, baseball fans. We are up and live, it looks like, here at Memorial Ashford Little League, home of the West Houston Thunder baseball program. We are just getting set up to see the first pitch of our game tonight between the West Houston Thunder high school varsity team and the Frassati Catholic varsity team. Got the coaches meeting with the umpires at home plate, exchanging lineups, and should be starting shortly. This is our second game that we have put on the airwaves here through YouTube. We're streaming it live. We're also recording it so where people can listen to it on demand later as well. So got a beautiful evening for baseball. We'll cover the starting lineups here shortly. We've got the home team of West Houston Thunder taking the field. It looks like we have Seth Thompson going to be on the mound. So stay tuned, and we'll get ready to start soon. All right, good evening again. We have just got the word out about this broadcast, so not sure how many we have tuning in so far, but later tonight I'll have my sidekick here with me, but I'm Brian Moore, and we'll have Doug Thompson here shortly. But we're super excited to be helping out, just to try to provide people some play-by-play commentary as the game goes on for those that aren't able to make it down to the games, and be able to watch it or listen to it live later or recorded later. So with that, we've got the first pitch just about to be underway between the West Houston Thunder high school varsity and the Frassati Catholic varsity squad. We'll cover starting lineups when I can get that information, but I know we do have Seth Thompson starting pitching tonight, getting ready to bring the first pitch to you as we speak. Here we go. First pitch is just outside for a ball. Second pitch is a ball as well. 2 balls and no strikes to start off the game. All right, we got a swing and miss strike. Nice pitch, down low and away. So 2 balls and 1 strike. That's a pitch taken for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. That pitch was a curveball in the dirt taken for a ball. Come up the stairs. Full count. No outs. Here we go. Full count pitch is fouled off to the first base side. Another 3-2 pitch fouled off. Batter staying alive. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again. And another foul ball. Hitter's right on that one. All right. Good first at bat here in the game. Nice battle going on. Another full count pitch coming. And he takes that one for strike 3. Nice pitch by Seth Thompson. We got one out. All right. Just got the lineups in hand, so it looks like we got the first batter that just struck out for Frassati was Andrew O'Brien, and we got Stetson Popowitz up. He's the catcher. First pitch coming away. Curveball taken for a ball. 1-0. Second pitch taken for a ball. We've got 2-0. All right, ball in play to the shortstop. And Drew Moore fields that one and throws it across for an out. We had 2 outs in the inning. Nice routine ground ball. Okay, up next we have the number 3 hitter for Frassati. Be the second baseman, Patrick Rice. First pitch is foul back. That pitch is taken low for a ball. That last pitch was really close, but it was taken for a ball. So far, the hitters are being pretty selective here for Frassati. That ball was taken for a strike on the outside corner. Should even it up at 2-2. Sorry, excuse me. It's a full count, 3-2. 2 outs. And the pitch is just low. Ooh, that was close. That was a tough take, but good eye by the batter. So that's the first base runner of the night. We've got a runner on first with 2 outs. Up next is the number 4 hitter for Frassati. He is the first baseman, Eric Garcia. And Eric steps in. Again, we have 2 outs, runner on first. Seth Thompson, the pitcher for Thunder, brings it, and swing and miss. He was fooled pretty badly on that pitch. He got it way out in front of a curveball. So second pitch coming away, no balls and 1 strike. And just on the outside edge, taken for a ball. We got 1 ball and 1 strike. My sidekick is coming to join me. It's not an easy job doing a one-man job here. Okay, that pitch was swing and miss. We got Doug Thompson just walking into the booth. Get him mic'd up here. Let him join in the fun.
All right, Mr. Bryan, thank you so much.
Awesome.
In.
You are loud and clear. I can hear you well. So
top of the first, so not too bad yet.
No, we are. That ball was low and good block by McDonald. So that kept the runner on first. So
it makes a difference how you block it. If you can get the ball to kind of deaden right in front of you. So that was a great job of doing that. It didn't squirt away or anything. He did a great job of making that ball just die off his chest there. So good for him.
That ball was taken high, and the runner at first stole second pretty easily. Got a really good jump on it, and the throw was on the over to the shortstop side. So just to recap real quick, we're in the top of the first. Here after this first half inning's over, we'll catch everybody up on the starting lineups. We just got those handed to us, and this is Doug and I's really just second time to do the broadcast. Oh, that ball's driven pretty deeply to left field, and really nice range by the left fielder. He tracked it down for the 3rd out. First, I thought that ball was hit even deeper, but it was well hit. The left fielder made a nice move and caught that one. So that ends our first half of the first inning with no runs and I believe no hits on the inning there, and 1 walk. So left 1 runner on. But just to kind of backtrack, we got launched live here just at the start of the game as the first pitch was coming. But we'll just run through the starting lineups real quick. We'll start with the home team. We'll start with the visiting team, who just batted the Frassati Catholic Falcons. Leading off is the pitcher, Andrew O'Brien. Batting second is the catcher, Stetson Popowitz. Then we have batting third, second baseman, Patrick Rice. In the cleanup hole, first baseman, Eric Garcia, followed by number 5 hitter, shortstop, Dominic Gasper. Then the number 6 hole batter is the third baseman, Gregory Pearson. Number 7 hole, left fielder, Charles Schramm. Batting 8th, the center fielder, Josiah Cordova. And then batting 9th is the right fielder, Nicholas Gonzalez. And I will let Doug introduce a home team, a Thunder lineup.
I will do that here, and the Thunder comes at you. Leadoff batter, William Ennis. He'll be number 47 for us. We're ready to start the bottom of the first. He's stepping up to the plate and getting himself in there. But let me quick run through him. Number 16, Seth Thompson will be second. Jared McDonald, 40. Number 40 will be third. Lucas Lavender will be batting cleanup. His number is 45. Jackson Cavazos will be 35. He'll bat fifth. Andrew Moore, 26. Caleb Gilseth, Seth Tinkopa, and James Koch at first base. So William attempted to bunt on his the first pitch at him. It looked like a good pitch strike. He did bunt it to the first base side. The pitcher made a play, fielded it cleanly, and threw over to first base to get William from the first out.
Yeah, he jumped on that first pitch trying to trying to beat out a bunt. So, okay, the second batter up, Mr. Seth Thompson. He takes the first pitch for a strike and kind of getting settled in the box as he likes. He gets right on top of that plate and looks like he's ready for the second pitch as it comes here. Ball's in play, grounded hard to the third baseman. Wow, what a play. That little explaining on that play, it was third baseman ranged to his left. It tipped off his glove, and it went right into the shortstop's glove in the hole. And he set and quickly threw across and just barely threw out Thompson. So hats off to some heads-up defense by the shortstop especially.
That makes out 2, and Jared McDonald comes to the plate. He gets set. Pitcher with the first pitch up a little bit high for ball 1. So there's 2 outs, nobody on base with our number 3 hitter up. Number 40, Jared McDonald. And he comes pitch number 2. Just a little bit inside. And that makes the count 2 balls and no strikes. On the mound, number 7, he is a right-handed thrower. And it looks like he has a couple of different pitches. He's come over the top a few times, and it looks like he has a little sidearm look to him as well. The 2-0 pitch now is 2-1 pitch. He hit the outside corner. Still a good pitch to look for to hit here, 2-1 pitch. And it's on its way at this time. So curveball there.
Kind of got hung up on the curveball. It was a nice pitch. Jared was looking for maybe for a fastball, but evens it up, so now we got a 2-2 pitch coming on. Ooh. Swing and miss, drop strike 3, and they're able to throw him out as he runs to first. That was a really quick inning there for the Thunder at bat. So we've finished 1 inning already and still learning how to keep all this managed. I've got a little scoreboard on the YouTube stream. If those that are watching it, I'll try to keep that updated with run totals and so forth. So got a little behind on the inning update. See if it works here. Just updated it to show top of second inning coming up. So we still are scoreless, 0-0 between West Houston Thunder and Frassati Catholic. And we'll hit mute for a bit, and we'll be back on for the top of the second shortly. We go.
Hey, we're back to live ball here at the mall. Thompson's on the mound on the hill again. He delivers strike one, the first batter for Frassati. And so it's an 0-1 count at this time.
Yeah, looks like batting right now should be the shortstop, number 5, if I have that down right.
He comes back with another strike on the outside corner. So Thompson has 0-2 with the shortstop, and he's going to come, just misses outside.
That's tough ball to take with 2
pitch.
strikes. Yeah, great pitch.
So, I'm looking at the wind out there. Looks like it's blowing straight out. Little bit of I'm looking at the flag out there that's flowing a little bit. So Thompson kicks and throws, and threw a little curveball there.
I don't know. Maybe that fooled my eye, but that looked like a really nice pitch.
That was
might have crossed the catcher up a little bit.
Close there, yeah. Sometimes it's hard for the umpire to call it a strike if the umpire or the ball gets away a little bit. For sure. 2-2 pitch. Thompson kicks and throws, and throws a fastball, high fastball, but the batter looked delicious, and he took a big cut at it, and strike 3.
That's what we call eye candy. That was right up where he thought he wanted to drive it, and he swung right through it.
Yeah.
That's really good job changing locations on that batter.
Yep, you certainly want their eyes to move a little bit. It can be deceptive right and left, but up and down is good too. So Thompson begins this one with a curveball, a little bit late break, so it's high. So count now is 1-0. Comes back with a fastball and evens the count at 1-1. In the battery tonight is for the Thunder is Thompson on the hill and McDonald behind the plate. Number 16 to number 40. Thompson looks in to get the signal from Jared, and it's the outside corner. The batter does make contact and fouls it back behind the booth here.
Just real quick, we'll run through the defense one more time for the Thunder. We've got Lucas Lavender in left field, William Ennis center field, right field is Jackson Cavazos, and then coming in the infield, first base James Koch, second base Caleb Gilson, shortstop Andrew Moore, third base Seth Tinkopa.
Thompson comes with a fastball, hits the outside corner for strike 3.
That would be a backwards K.
That would be.
He took that one looking.
A pretty tough location to do anything with that ball.
Yeah.
So next hitter coming to the plate, number 13. And again, 2 outs. And Thompson starts with a pump of strike down, first pitch.
Seems real confident tonight, just putting the balls right over the plate. A little low.
Evens the count at 1-1. He tried to come to the outside of the plate just a little bit, missed down and low, down and away. So we have 1-1 count with 2 outs, nobody on base. Thompson kicks and throws, and it's a foul ball straight back. Batter didn't miss that by much. And so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So he's up on the count, up on the batter. Batter looks pretty confident there at this time. I think he felt like he just missed that one. So we'll see what Thompson does with this pitch. Looking into Jared. Jared gives a sign and missed upstairs just a little bit on a high curveball.
I'll tell you, that batter did not want any part of that one. He got buckled. He just froze on it, just ever so high.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Thompson kicks and throws and gets the corner with a fastball and strike 3. So we got another backwards K, as you would say.
Yes, sir. That ended the inning pretty smoothly. No base runners and
no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base. So at the coming up to the bottom of the second, score is still 0-0. But Thunder, I think they're gonna make some contact. We're going to go.
All right. Stay tuned. We'll hit mute, and we'll be back shortly.
You okay? You good?
Unmuted. All right, we're back for first pitch in the bottom of the second. Lucas Lavender steps in. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. The way it sounded, it fouled back and stuck into the screen on the backstop.
Yeah, I was looking for it up there.
There's a hole or two up there. Being in the press box, we're not always guaranteed not to get that in our living room here. So second pitch was low and away, taken for a ball. So we got 1-1. Again, we got Lucas Lavender leading us off here. He's going to be followed by Jackson Cavazos, then Andrew Moore. Nice pitch driven right back up the middle, line drive. Clean, solid base hit. Nice swing on that from Lucas. So he's on first with no outs. So he did his job to get on base as the leadoff.
He did a nice job of getting ahead of the count 2-0, and then he came back with a curveball, and he stuck in there really well and just took the ball where it was hit, right up the middle, line drive. That's what you want. So that was a great at bat there. Lucas at first base getting a good-sized lead, and he's taken off on the first pitch, a throw down, and he's in there. He's safe. Lucas Lavender with a stolen base on pitch number 1 to looks like Jackson Cavazos there.
Easy for me to say, right?
Yes.
He actually stole that one. He got a great jump, and then the catcher had a little hitch, a little double pump, so he didn't even have to slide in for that one. All right, first pitch taken right down the heart for a strike. You know, it's common to see the first at bats that guys will take and just see what this pitcher looks like. So we've got next pitch coming into Cavazos, and it is low and away, and it kicks off to the side. We got Lucas Lavender is now on third base, advanced on a wild pitch. What do we got on the count here, Doug?
We got 2 balls and 1 strike.
2-1.
We got on the first pitch he stole down to second base. Now he's already at third base, so looking good right now.
Yes,
Infield
sir.
looks a little deep.
A lot of ways to get this run in here with no outs.
That's curveball that he got on his hands.
Got a piece of it, but fouled it down. It's great to hear the voice of Coach Ray Booth in the stands rooting on the boys, and he's always coaching wherever he is. He's just telling Cavazos, just put it in play and get that run in. Do your job. All right, great job right there. Hit it to the second baseman on the ground ball. Sacrifice out, but got an RBI. So that's really textbook. All you want to do there is put the ball in play on the ground to the opposite side and produce a run. So that's the first run of the game. We're up 1-0.
Yeah, Thunder gets that initial run in the second inning, and looks like Drew Moore is coming to the plate, number 26. And we're looking forward to him getting to the plate. Look at him. He's got his gloves on again today. So
his
he's
garden
ready.
gloves.
He's digging in. And looks like it took it off his helmet.
Yeah, he's
So
on with a hit by pitch. First pitch glanced right off the white helmet.
So pitcher came in and, tried to challenge him inside, rose up on him a little bit, and Drew was able to kind of tuck his head just slightly, but certainly did go off his helmet. So he's on the first base path right now.
Still no outs as well. So nice start to this inning with
We got 1 out, sorry.
my bad, 1 out. That's right, with the sacrifice. No, we got Drew caught up in a rundown. He got a too big a jump. And he
slid back in there.
He survived the pickle.
Yeah, those are always exciting plays. A little tough sometimes to be in those, and I'm sure Drew will take that into account. His move over to first as he gets the lead over there. So no pitch, and we're still 0-0 count. Looks like Caleb is up. He got another good jump. Ball gets away from the catcher a bit, and Drew is over at second base. And he's in scoring position.
There's a lot of things that happened there. Drew was up second easily. The ball was passed, but as he rounded second to maybe make a big swing towards third, he kind of got tripped up with the shortstop and might have taken a little bit of a dive there to see if he could get an obstruction call, but had to laugh.
So we got a 2-0 count to Caleb at this time. He steps in, he digs in, got his feet in there well, and the pitcher's on the mound. I think his name was O'Brien. He's on there. He throws a curveball.
Way outside.
Curveball. Missed outside, and catcher couldn't quite get to it. So that makes the count at 3 balls and no strikes. Also brings Drew Moore down to third base. And we'll see what their infield does. It looks like they're about medium range, not quite all the way in. But they are in a bit as they look to maybe shoot our Drew at third base down. So
Gilson he's a really good contact hitter, so look for him to put it in play and try to get this run in too. Well, speaking of contact, he took a ball right off the backside, another hit by pitch. So whatever it takes to get on, but we got now runners at first and third. Still with 1 out, I believe, and in steps Seth Tenkopa. He's our number 8 hitter, our third baseman tonight. Okay, 1 out, first and third. This is a good opportunity to make something happen here. And the runner steals and easily, without any throwdown, takes second. So gets the double play ruled out, which is always good.
Yeah, I think Caleb noticed that the first baseman wasn't holding, so he got a monster lead and just kind of walked down to second on that play. So
that one was taken for a strike by Tenkopa. Just kind of gauging the pitcher again. First at bat, all the batters need to see some pitches, and we got a 1-1 pitch coming in. Pitcher from his windup now. Well, Seth had a really nice cut on that one. I mean, didn't miss it by much at all. So we got 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Now he's going to shorten up and just really try to make good contact. Ball taken high for a ball to 2-2 now.
Evens the count at 2-2. Again, man on second and third base. And pitcher looks in for the sign. He's going from the windup. And here comes the pitch. It's a curveball. Just misses outside. Just misses. So that brings us a full count. Again, just 1 out here, so we shouldn't have runners on the go here, but we're going to wait. We're going to see as this pitch comes in, and it's a foul ball. Pulled a little bit down into the dugout of the Thunder. And we'll do that again with a 3-2 count. Tenkopa looks down to third base line, gets his sign. Pitcher looks into the catcher, gets his sign. Pitcher kicks, and here comes the pitch. It's up a little high.
Good take there. That loads the bases up. So Tenkopa's on with a walk. One thing I was going to comment on, this pitcher, he works pretty quickly. And for us rookies trying to do the play-by-play, he doesn't give us much time in between pitches. But I like that. I like a pitcher works fast. He's coming with the first pitch now to Oh, to Koch, which he drills it down the left field line past the third baseman. We got one run in. We got second run in, and it goes past the left fielder all the way to the fence. In comes Tinkopa, and Koch is into third. He's going home. He's digging. Here's a play at the home plate, and he's going to be out. But he knocks in all 3 runs. There was a lot of action in that play.
It certainly was. We're going to change the scoreboard now from 1-0 to I got 4-0.
That's right. So that is a bases clearing triple with thrown out at home. So rule that a triple with he got a little aggressive, but coach sent him and had to make a perfect throw to get him at home, which they did.
Yeah, it was a nice relay. I mean, certainly the left fielder wouldn't have wanted to go through him and all the way to the fence, but he did make up for it, got it to the shortstop, and they made a replay and made a nice play at the plate, and umpire I think had a pretty easy call there at home.
Yeah, but that was a solid base hit. Would have scored 2 runs at a minimum easily. So really like that swing by James Koch. He hit it and just drilled it hard down the line, and base runners did the rest.
So that brings William Ennis up to the plate. He takes a cut at the first pitch, and he fouls it back and makes that two strikes that he takes good cuts at. It's good to see that. Aggressive at the plate. He is down 0-2, so we'll see, as he kind of steps in, chokes up a little bit, and wouldn't be surprised if we see this guy throw his sidearm at this time. I think he wants to have a time to do that, but no, he comes over the top. And a curveball, but it's up a little high for ball 1. So it's one ball.
We're in the press box. We get to hear all the conversations, and these foul balls have missed 2 really nice vehicles by inches. So there's a parent going around asking, whoever owns these nice vehicles may want to move them unless you want some baseball damage. So.
Well, I don't hear any engines starting, so I guess they would rather watch the game at this time. We'll see what happens.
Brand new Tahoe over there. Boy, tough one.
Called third strike on William.
They end the inning. So don't know if I have a total hit count there, but we definitely picked up
2 hits.
We had 2 hits, and we picked up
3
runs. So we now have 4 runs for the home team Thunder and 0 runs for the visiting team Frassati Catholic. So we'll be hitting pause momentarily. Stay back tuned for the top of the 3rd inning. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound, James Koch, when we return. You want to go? Here we go.
Okay, hey, we're back at the mall. A beautiful evening again tonight. Temps are dropped just slightly, but I think it's a comfortable evening to watch ball tonight. And we're at the top of the 3rd inning. Frassati 0, Thunder 4. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd there. For the Thunder, Thompson is out on the mound for his 3rd inning.
Yeah,
I
I misspoke as we ended the the last inning, it looked like we were changing pitchers, but that was just James Koch walking right across the pitcher's mound to first base.
Okay, Thompson delivers for pitch 2, and it evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, he's the battery mate tonight is Mr. McDonald.
Mr.
and
McDonald.
Number 40, and that is pitch number 3 to this batter.
This batter, we have number 8 hitter up. We're still going the first time through their order. He's the center fielder, Josiah Cordova. And he swings and misses at strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, I'll make sure I mark that on the scoreboard. 1 out in the red area there. And we'll take a look. We got number 9 hitter coming to the plate. And
Nicholas Gonzalez, the right fielder.
Gonzalez. Got a unique stance there. And he takes strike 1 for the first pitch. They're playing him pretty even up, straight away. And Thompson kicks and delivers for strike 2.
He chased that one.
So Thompson up 0-2. And batter steps to the plate, digs in. And Thompson delivers inside just slightly, maybe a bit low. And we have 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good place to miss right there.
I like how he's working
Not too
pretty
bad.
low tonight. If you're going to missing lows, usually really good.
Thompson shakes off the first sign, now coming with the second one. And curveball missed just low, looked like. So pretty good pitch, and 2-2 evens the count. The batter's working hard to get back in this thing.
This is the number 9 batter, and then we'll be at least seeing the number 1 batter before the inning's over here. Oh, that's a nice
And
pitch.
it's a
Just
nice location
froze him on the outside corner for strike 3. That's 2 outs pretty quickly here. So up comes the number 1 hitter back to the top of the order, number 7, Andrew O'Brien. He's the pitcher. So he's pitcher and leadoff hitter. You don't see that in the major leagues.
So we got pitcher against pitcher right now.
That's right.
Number 16 versus number 7. Again, Jared is behind the plate there, and he gets a signal, and Thompson starts him with a fastball, and he's a little late on that, so strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to O'Brien, who is their leadoff batter. Second time up, so both of pitcher and batter kind of trying to figure each other out. And strike 2.
It's fairly late on that one as well.
So
Two
Jared has
nice pitches by Jared or
Yeah.
by Seth right there.
Yeah. Umpire talking to both the batter and the catcher here. I think, what is Jared going to call this time? He had a 0-2. Try to figure out where your location is and what type of pitch. So he's coming.
Fouled it back.
Looks like
Staying alive.
Yeah, looks like he decided to come straight hard again. But this time the batter did make some contact and followed it straight back. Didn't miss that by much. Umpire is reminding our people, the team that's up, that they're responsible for getting the foul balls that stay within the diamond here. At the Mall Park, if you've ever been here before, our backstop is quite close to the plate, so it's easy for an on-deck person to retrieve those, and the umpires certainly appreciate that. So Thompson kicks and throws one right on the outside corner. The batter did swing, and that is strike 3. So that's 3 outs.
Struck out the side, by the way.
Oh, my, you're right. Struck out the side. So that's 3 up, of course, 3 down, no errors, no hits, no runs. So at the, mid of 3rd inning, it is Frassati 0 and your Thunder 4. So we'll be back at the start of the inning in just a moment.
unmuted now.
All right, again, welcome back to the Mall Ballpark here, where we have Frassati visiting. Frassati is located near Spring, Texas, and just north side of Houston. So they made a bit of a road trip today, and they came in a nice travel bus over there. But we are ready to kick off the third inning, or the bottom of the third inning. They have a new pitcher on the mound here for Frassati. And first pitch to Thompson is low for ball one. So no outs, of course. We're just beginning this inning with one ball. Thompson steps back in the place. Pitcher kicks to throw. And it's ball two, just a bit high. So a batter's position here, or certainly a hitter's count, call it a 2-0. He'll be looking for a certain zone pitch here before he swings. That probably wasn't anybody's zone pitch there.
No, he took that one wisely. So we are up to 3-0. This is a new pitcher. You may have already mentioned that, but their first pitcher has been changed out here. And number 6 delivers and taken all the way. He's going to force him to throw a strike right there. He took one right down the middle and still way ahead in hitter's count.
Okay, so 3-1 count. Thompson steps in, gets his feet placed, and the kick of the pitcher, and just inside, might have hit him. Oh, he might have hit him. Yes, he might have hit him. So it's a ball 4 either way. He's going to go down to first base. Number 16, Thompson, down to first base. And we'll clear the scoreboard there with the balls and strikes. So again, no balls, no strikes. This is Jared, I believe, stepping up to the plate. He's showing bunt right now, but he's going to pull that back. Thompson gets a lead over there.
Playing a little cat and mouse games with him.
And
that was a pass ball. I'd say a wild pitch, maybe.
We're going to put ball up on the scoreboard anyway. We're going to put Thompson down to second base. And we're going to be still at no outs, so we're good scoring position here. Thunder looking to threaten again in the third inning. So pitcher looks in, gets his signals.
Runner in scoring position, and another pretty wild pitch way outside and advances easily to third, does Thompson. So ideal situation. We got runner at third, no outs. Kind of like last inning. A lot of different ways for McDonald to get him in now. Ground ball to the left, to the right side. Fly to the outfield. Of course, a base hit as well. Any way to get him in is what he wants to do. Ball taken inside. We got 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes. Jared being a number 3 hitter, he may get the green light here with a man on third. Either way, this is an ideal situation with your number 3 hitter up and a man in scoring position.
A lot of pressure on this new pitcher for Frassati, struggling with control. And he missed badly on that pitch for ball 4. So probably feeling a little bit of pressure right here. Mm-hmm. Runners on first and third, no outs. And now we've got Lucas Lavender stepping in. And if I recall, when he had his first at bat, he had our first hit of the game, just a really rocket shot up the middle. So I guarantee he's looking for a strike that he can drive. So we got a pass ball, and third runner from third easily comes home and scores. And the runner from first was stealing quickly, so he had second base stolen easily, and he just rounded second and went to third. So same situation. Runner on third, no outs.
And I have ball 1, I believe, on the
that was definitely a ball, yes.
So we got a little bit of break here. The coach, manager from Frassati has decided to come out and talk to his pitcher a little bit, encourage him. So he's going to keep him on the mound, and catcher walking back to the plate as well. And they're going to come with a different plan here. So Lavender steps to the plate again. He gets himself good and comfortable in there.
We'll see if McDonald steals early. Or not McDonald, excuse me. Who's on first there? Well, nobody. Okay, I've got to say, for those that have never been to Mall, or if you've been but you just haven't noticed, the press box is not set up where you can see the whole field. So we really can't see anything at first base or right field. So anyway, we've got another high ball taken. Again 3-0 pitch, or 3-0 count going for Lavender. So he might have the green light on this in case he sees a strike to swing at. All right, he did take that for a strike. Big strike this pitcher needed there. 3-1. Again, we got runner at third, no outs. And Thunder is actually up 5-0. Because I don't think we caught that first run, Doug. All right, that last pitch was taken for a ball. Another walk, another base runner. Now runners at first and third. So walking in is Jackson Cavazos. First and third, no outs.
Yeah, we've been very aggressive on these first and third situations, so I wouldn't doubt if we're moving again here on the step. And first pitch to Jackson is ball one. We did take the steal down there for Lavender, so Lucas is down at second base, and Jared stayed at first base, or third base.
So runners in scoring position again with no outs. Great situation for Cavazos. He just wants to be selective and swing at a good pitch. Just another ball, another wild pitch, and McDonald comes home without a play at home. So that will be the sixth run of the game for Thunder.
So of course Lucas did go from second to third base, so he's down there, still in runner in scoring position. And I know Jackson would like to see a pitch he could hit here. I have 3-0 as the count right now. So
that's seems like it's been the count most of at bats this inning. Oh, and that was badly missed high. Feel for the pitcher tonight. He's just struggling with control. We got the second mound visit by the coach. That probably means a pitching change is coming.
Yep, looks like he's pointing to second baseman, or maybe he's just pointing for a kind of position moves.
He's kind of huddling the whole infield in, but we will have a pitching change here. Looks like the second baseman, which is number 1, Patrick Rice. I believe he's going to be our new pitcher. So stay tuned. We're going to let them go through their warm-ups and kind of let them regroup a little bit. But for those that are out there have joined us, we appreciate you spending some of your evening with us to be able to listen to West Houston Thunder's varsity baseball team. This is just one of the first few games of the early season for the Thunder. And this is our second go at this. Doug Thompson and Brian Moore here just have the pleasure of trying to bring the play-by-play to you.
Brian, I thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward to keep practicing with you as well. And I think one thing we can both agree on, we're going to get better at this as time goes on. So
I agree. Feels like you listen to so much baseball on the radio just for years, and I never have thought it's easy, but when you're behind the microphone, you realize there's an art to this. So just I always love the song that I saw it on the radio. That just means, back in the day, there was no video, no TV, and people followed, sporting events, especially baseball, on the radio. And play-by-play color commentary is what that was. So, doing our best to do that for you, and share the word for those that aren't able to make it we're going to try to cover as many of the games this season as we can, and believe that as we broadcast these live, they'll be recorded to where someone can go back and listen to it and kind of get the highlights if they will, or if they want afterwards. So kind of nice to use the technology, and again, thanks for your patience with us. So,
Well, I'm thankful here at the mall here. We really do have a pretty nice place to put up our microphones and watch the game. It'll be interesting if we are able to set up someplace off a mall, and we'll kind of see what we can do at some of the away games. But right now, this is feeling like pretty luxury here.
Yeah, especially if the weather turns on us or something. But
Okay, we're live back now. The pitcher is on the mound. He's going to throw his first first ball, and it's a strike. So that's what they were looking for, I think, Frassati, was someone to go out there and throw some strikes. So he got the first one in there for strike one.
And Drew Moore's the batter. He looked to be taken all the way. Just makes sense to let them prove they can throw a strike. Second pitch. Second pitch, swing and miss for a strike, but kind of crossed the catcher up, and the ball went to the fence. So the runner from third did come in and score on that play. So we are now 7 runs tallied up for the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch, really. And the catcher, like you say, I think got crossed up with it. Drew took a nice cut at it, and maybe that had something that took his eye off the ball a little bit too. But it did score us a run. So we still are sitting with the runner in scoring position at third base, and Drew has a chance for an RBI here. And he takes
swing and miss. Swung right through it. Good cut, but just a little bit better pitch. So that is the first out of the inning. There's been quite a bit happening for them finally to get an out, but got runner at third base. It'll be Jackson Cavazos on third, and stepping in now is Caleb Gilson.
And there's the pitch, and Caleb takes a good whack at it, and he fouls it into the dugout over there in the Thunder dugout. So Caleb is being aggressive. He's seeing strikes. He's swinging at him. So I'm looking forward to this at-bat here. So good to have a pitcher out there who's throwing strikes, and our Thunder batters taking some good cuts. So Caleb looking at the second pitch. It's 0-1 right now. Ooh. And he saw the curveball for the first time here from this pitcher.
Pretty nice curveball.
That it was.
Got him pretty buckled. But knowing Caleb, he's going to come right back into battle, shorten up, and just try to do his job with 2 strikes now. Again, we have 1 out and runner at third. Ball was a little bit high, but you got to protect with 2. He was early and he fouled it off to the left side, so just going to make the pitcher work. It's also fun being up in the press box. You can see all the kids go scrambling for the foul balls, and that one was high, but he's chased it and swung through it for strike 3. So this pitcher's come in and really stabilized things for Frassati. 2 outs now, 2 strikeouts, and now stepping in is Seth Tinkopa. We got 2 outs, and again, Cavazos still sitting on third base.
The pitcher gets the sign, and he's ready to deliver. This one's in the dirt. Catcher does a nice job of making a stop here.
Yeah, good backhand there.
Probably saved a run there. But it's ball 1. 1-0 with Seth Tinkopa at the plate. He's a right-handed hitter, and looking at a pitcher who's a right-hander. And pitch number 2 is a curveball outside.
We got a pass ball and another run scored. Yep. Even though, as you were commenting earlier, there's not a lot of territory behind home plate, so it's not a guaranteed, home stealing home when there's a pass ball. But so far, Thunder's been able to score several runs that way. Okay, base is cleared now for Tinkopa. See if he can get kind of a new rally started with 2 outs.
He's sitting at a 2-0 count right here, so certainly this is a hitter's pitch. So we'll see if he rares. He's up by his eyes, so he's wisely takes that pitch. We call it the take is let it go. So it's 3-0 pitch coming our 3-0 count right now with the 4th pitch to Tinkopa soon to be had. So the pitcher looks in, he kicks, and
nice drive to left field, got under it a bit.
Tinkopa hit it out to left field.
And that's a fly out to left field to end the inning. Good contact on it, got under it a bit, and that finally ends the inning. So finally made it through 3. That was a long inning, but some really good work by Thunder on that inning. How many total runs did we get there?
A total of, that inning, we have a total of 8 right now. We got 4 that inning.
Okay, so we picked up 4 more runs. That brings the count to a total of 8 for Thunder and still no runs for Frassati. And we will be back with the start of the top of the 5th shortly. Thank you.
It's good, nice to meet you.
All right, we're back for the top of the 4th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Moore. First pitch was taken low for a ball.
Yeah, he's a good-sized right-hander here, and he's throw a second pitch to a right-hander as well, right-hand hitting. And he comes back strong with a strike on his second pitch, so which evens the count at 1-1.
Looks like it's been just a little bit over an hour, and we're already into the 4th inning. So Drew has made a good, solid, strong fastball on that, swung right through it.
Mm-hmm. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as Drew looks in for his signal. And he throws a nice little curveball there to shortstop. Thompson picks it up, throws over to first base for out number 1.
Really nice play by Seth Thompson. Seth is very athletic and does it smoothly, throwing on the run. He fielded that one, had to charge in and threw across his body and got him out by a few steps. All right, so that brings the first out on the board Second batter up here tonight in this inning
I
is.
believe he's a number 3 or 4 hitter here. He's one of.
Okay. Yep, his number 3 hitter, the second baseman. Well, former second baseman, actually. He's the guy that's pitching now. So his name is Patrick Rice.
So Drew begins him with a strike in the outside corner and comes back and just keeps the strikes rolling. He comes back on the inside part of the plate this time, and the batter fouls it off into the Thunder dugout there. So just what we want from our pitchers, getting ahead, 2 strikes and 2 throws. So we're at 0-2, as the umpire you may have heard in the background states. So Drew gets his sign. He delivers. Fastball outside corner. Froze the batter for strike 3.
Certainly did. Nice pitch. Painted the outside corner. And just like that, we've got 2 outs already in the inning.
Yeah, good 0-2 pitch out there to probably one of their better hitters, and froze him. So kudos to Drew on that one. Here we go again. Strike. First pitch strike. That's what we want all our pitchers to do. Get ahead and keep our infield alive and moving too. So the batter did take a cut at it, number 17, but Drew gets ahead. Let's see, 0 balls and 1 strike.
This is the cleanup batter batting, Eric Garcia. Good size fella, first baseman, wearing a neon green elbow guard on too, so easy to see him out there. Takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike. So we've got 1 ball and 2 strikes here to this hitter. Just Drew's working quickly. Not much pausing in between pitches, so getting ready for the 1-2 pitch coming here. And that is high, taken for a ball.
Ooh, I like that pitch, though. He kind of buzzed the tower a little bit. Saw maybe the batter kind of leaning over the plate. So we're going to gather that in.
Change his eye level, too, which is good setup. That's a setup for the next pitch here.
2-2 pitch. Let's see what he decides. Curveball. Looking good.
Just rung him up. He was frozen all the way. All he could do on that is just look at the ump and just hope he wouldn't call that a strike, but not the case. So quick inning there. No runners, no hits, no base, not much of any kind of base traffic so far for Frassati. So that's middle of the 4th inning. Score is still 8-0 Thunder, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th. He took that one probably on the inside corner, and probably a tough pitch to handle there. So really quickly, we're 0-2 on James Koch. Next pitch is coming. And curveball that looked pretty good. Catcher couldn't hold on to it, which, as Doug said earlier, that's oftentimes hard for an umpire to call a strike when he doesn't hold on to it. So we got a ball on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With the next pitch coming in. Ball taken low in the dirt. Unless my eyes are fooling me, the wind is really picking up. I'm seeing the pitcher's jersey flapping around, and the American flag is really blowing hard out to outfield now. So keep an eye on that. Look out. James fouls that one off into the Thunder dugout. Kind of wakes everybody up over there.
So the count stays 2-2. James Koch comes back into the batter's box. He digs in. Umpire shows again 2-2 count to the pitcher, and he gets set and he kicks, and here comes the throw, and it is a curveball again on the outside corner, and James got a good little piece of that one to stay alive.
Good job staying alive. He kind of bailed on his back foot to chase that, but whatever you got to do to stay alive and see another pitch, right?
Exactly. So the count is even. Still should see a good pitch here. So just missed a little bit inside there. So that gets us to full count. Pitcher didn't care for that call. Thought he had the corner. But we're at 3-2 with no outs and nobody on base. James Koch, who's digging in there and got his hands ready. Here comes the pitch. And hits it pretty hard down the left field line. It's a ground ball just left of third base. So that's a foul ball. So we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Just like his last at bat where he drove that one down the line. He's again pulling that ball. So we'll see what this full count pitch brings right here. Nice cut. Just missed it, but James was very balanced on that swing. Just missed it, fouled it right back. When a batter fouls the ball right back, that's usually a good sign that he's on it. Just a slight adjustment. Okay.
That's why he's sitting back on that.
All right. So, not sure how we'll rule that. That very well could be an infield hit, but so that was a curveball. James stayed back on it, hit it really hard, chopped it to the third baseman. The third baseman fumbled it a little bit and threw it across, and he beat it out. So we got a base runner now.
That certainly was the encouraging part, that he sat back on that curveball and really
Agree.
made pretty good contact, and then, of course, hustled down to first base to get the safe call. So,
yeah, as these guys develop, when they first start seeing the curveballs and things, they get fooled, and couldn't agree with you more, Doug. When you see the hitters that are learning to wait back and put a good swing on it, not just make contact, but hit it hard, which he did. It paid off. Because then that tells the pitcher, man, I don't know if this pitch is always going to work. All right.
So William Ennis at the plate there, he did square around and did a kind of a square drag bunt to get on. And it was a close play at first base. I see William jogging back, so I believe that's out number 1. But it did advance the runner.
Yep, he did his job in that respect. So forgive us again in this press box. I'm having to lean my head out to see what's happening over there. But they did get him out. But I think he had probably intended to put that bunt a little bit more down the third base line. So Seth Thompson drills one deep to left. and it clears over the left fielder's head. That was the first pitch swinging. He stands up easily into second base with a stand-up double, and that scores James Koch. So Seth was ready for his pitch, and he got it.
It's good to see on his third time at bat he was looking for a strike, and he got that, and he didn't take any pitches this time. So good for him, and jumped off his bat nicely, got over the left fielder's head before long.
I commented that wind has picked up. That helped that ball pretty quickly get over the left fielder's head. Before we knew it, the left fielder had his back to us, and he was running to chase that one down. So, okay, the first pitch to Jared McDonald, he's swinging away, and he fouls it back. So, again, we have one out. Now we're up 9-0 in the game. Seth Thompson on second base. Jared McDonald takes an 0-1 pitch for a swinging strike. Swings right through that one. So we've got 0-2 on the count.
Jared is our catcher. Has been for the two pitchers that have started so far. He steps back into the plate, and he takes low for ball number 1.
Nice play by the catcher there. That was not an easy short hopper to field. He keeps Seth Thompson at second base. Seth is always gonna test the infielders. He takes a big lead, and he's aggressive on the base pass. And Jared pops this one up. We got it on the infield, and kind of everybody looking at each other there. The ball lands without being touched. It kind of between the pitcher, first baseman, and the catcher. Little miscommunication there. Yeah. So
one of those tweeners, that
yep.
Either everybody called it or nobody called it, but either way, nobody got to it.
Coaches always instruct all the infielders to do their job to take a fly ball instead of a pitcher, because a pitcher, he's coming off of a mound, and it's that ball where that ball landed. That should have been the first baseman's, maybe the second baseman, but I would say the first baseman just didn't get a good jump on it. So that it brought the Frassati coach out, and they're doing another pitching change is what we got going on here. So we'll kind of stand by and see who we got. Looks like we got a left-handed pitcher coming in.
Is that number 2 or
number?
I might be way off. Could be 9.
Yeah, it's a single digit. It's not double-digit number, but I want to say that's number 2. Unfortunately, we have a roster with names, but we don't have who's lefty, who's righty, or anything. So, no, it's number 9, and that would be a guy. His name is Zane Gilliam, a left-handed batter. Left-handed pitcher. Excuse me, taking his warm-up. So we'll hit pause and come right back to join you with the first pitch of this new pitcher.
So can you tell if anybody's listening? Anybody's on?
All right, we are back with the first pitch from the new pitcher here. We got in the box, we have Lucas Lavender.
And he takes a first ball strike, right? A little curveball there that came in.
Yep. So we got one out. We have runners at first and second base with Lavender in the plate. Throws a real loopy off-speed pitch there that hung out for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Lavender. Lucas Lavender. He's our left fielder tonight. Oh, we got a ball that gets by the catcher, and both runners are going to advance on that. Advance to second and third. So on second base is Jared McDonald. On third base is Seth Thompson. So both runners in scoring position now with just 1 out. So his job is to bring at least one of these runners in. We'll see how he does here. 2-1 pitch. And that ball is up high for ball 3. 3-1. This is what we'd call a hitter's count, wouldn't you say, Doug?
For sure, yes. Looking for a certain zone pitch right now. If it crosses that, you're going to be aggressive. So we're out of the double play ball at this point. So man on second and third. And Lavender, one of our hitters, he does take a good cut at that, and it's going to drop, it looks like, in right field. Thompson was holding on third a little bit in case it was caught, so he would tag. So he does score, though, bringing our 10th run in for Thunder. It also brings Jared down to third base. He was able to advance, and Lucas with at least his second hit of the night.
Yep. He just fought it off, kind of off the fist, and it just looped right over the first baseman, and doesn't matter how hard you hit it, just matters where it lands. So again, we got 10 runs on the board. First pitch is a ball, 1-0.
Thank you.
Stepping in is our number 35, Jackson Cavazos, playing right field tonight.
Hits from the right side of the plate, and he's looking at a left-handed pitcher coming in who kicks and throws, and he hits it ball hard to the shortstop. Shortstop didn't field it cleanly, but makes a play to first. It gets by the first baseman. And
rounding third is Lavender, and he heads up play, comes all the way in to score. So what happened there, kind of a little bit of a jam shot off the handle by Cavazos, and shortstop comes and throws across, and not a real accurate throw. And then the ball got past the first baseman and went off into the right field foul territory that allowed Cavazos to go to second and come around and score. So
Drew Moore takes a cut, got a strike right away, so good for him. He got a good swing in there.
So 2 runs scored on that pass play, right, Doug?
2 runs did score. I think it brings up to 12 at this time.
12-0. So
Drew Moore again to the plate. He's got a 1-pitch count. It's a 1 strike, 0-1. And he's looking at Jackson down there at second base. There's a good hard hit ball.
That away. Nice line drive between shortstop and third base, and around in third and coming in to score is Cavazos uncontested. So nice line drive. He waited back on that pitch. First pitch he got out in front, but Drew drove that ball right through the hole for a solid single, and now it is 13-0 Thunder.
Yeah, I just love that when the ball jumps off the bat like that. So that really the infielder had no play on that. He did make a dive but didn't get to it, but a well-hit ball. Drew's over at first base getting a lead with a left-hander on the mound. And, we have a new hitter here.
We do. And that would be Wyatt Wilson. And Wyatt's stepping in the box ready to ready to do some damage. He swings through that first pitch for the first strike of the at-bat, but Wyatt is typically our catcher, so I would assume he may be coming in as our new catcher. We'll see when the inning's over here. But on deck we have Seth Tinkopa.
So we got an 0-1 pitch and lefty on the mound getting ready to kick and throw. And Wyatt
nice.
sits back and hits a sharp single to left field.
Well, he barreled that ball up very nicely. Again, it was kind of similar to Drew's pitch where he waited on it and just stayed back, and then this one was just a solid line drive way over the third baseman's head. So advances Drew Moore to second base, so first and second with one out. In steps Seth Tinkopa with 2 runners on base.
First pitch strike, he calls. A little bit
A little liberal there, but
near up by his numbers, I guess, so his letters. So Seth is at a 0-1 count right now, but he's a hitter.
Yep.
He'll be okay with that.
No reason to chase it early in the count like that. So.
Oh, nice hit again.
And Seth Tinkopa gets a solid single. He drives that one over the second baseman's head. Drew Moore comes all the way around to score, and also scoring is Wyatt Wilson. So there must have been a little fumbling happening out there in right field. Again, it's a little bit out of our view, but
well, what I saw, Brian, is that the right fielder didn't get a very good jump on it, and
okay.
before he did get a jump on it, it was kind of by him, and it was in the gap shot between center and right. But again, kudos to Seth Tinkopa for legging it out and not settling for just a single.
And he's on third base now, by the way. So he was aggressive, taking that extra base. One comment also on Tinkopa's single there. Unlike the prior 2 singles that were onto the third base and shortstop side, he went with that pitch and drove it hard over to the opposite side, which I also like really seeing that. Like seeing the good signs of hitters hitting to all fields.
Yep, good hitters. Good hitters can kind of take the ball where it's pitched and kind of do things with it. Hit the ball hard wherever it's pitched. So again, good job there, Seth Tinkopa.
Well, and James Koch is in for his third at bat of the night, and has done a nice job to hit the ball hard, both at bats beforehand. So that last pitch he fouled back over here over our heads, back to the first base side, and that takes the count to 0-2. So he'll shorten up a little bit and try to put it in play.
Ooh, pitcher got the call there on the outside
yes, he
corner.
did. Yeah, the catcher didn't hold on to it. Looked a little bit outside, but the umpire called it a strike, and that would bring the second out of the inning up. So we have another new hitter. This is going to be Jake Coburn coming into bat. And he is going to be he's going to be replacing William Ennis as the number 1 hitter.
So Jacob bats from the right-hand side. He takes a good cut at that first one. And we have a runner on third base yet, Seth Tinkopa. So Jake is looking for an RBI here. Jake's got some good power, and I think he's willing to swing at the ball if it's around the plate. So we'll look at him being aggressive, and it's an 0-1 pitch. Delivered the first. Catcher looks in for the sign, and he is ready to deliver home, and it's up a little bit for ball 1. So the count evens out at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sethenkopa back to third base, and he kind of inches off more and more over there at third base. And pitch number 3 for Jacob on its way, and just a little bit inside again, it looked like there.
Got a little fooled on that pitch. Kind of turned inward on it. Brings the count to 2-1. Once again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Thunder have blown this open pretty big now, up 15-0. 2 outs, 2-1 pitch coming in. So this pitcher is definitely less velocity than what has been beforehand. So most of our Thunder batters are getting a bit out in front. Just they step in early, so they're really having to focus on staying back and wait, let that ball come in on them. 3-1 pitch.
True.
Taken high for ball 4. He thought about chasing it, but he held off. So now we've got another mound visit from the coach coming. So stay tuned to see if we've got a pitching change or maybe just a little huddle.
Let's see how much depth they have in the pitching rotation there, how much they have in the pen, if they got somebody ready. One nice thing was, this left-hander up there. We haven't seen many left-handers this year, so to see the ball come from the other side is always a good experience for batters. And
the base runners, too, to be able to see a move from the lefty. Although there haven't been too many throws over from the pitchers tonight, but
well, it looks like they haven't made a signal yet, but the catcher's taking his gear off, so I think we're going to make a pitching change in just a bit. So maybe a good time for a quick pause here as well, because this could take a little while as the catcher, get another catcher ready as well.
Yeah. In the future, Doug might be doing commercials, but right now we're going to hit pause and we'll take a drink of water and be right back at you.
All right, pitching change has been made. Number 12 is on the mound. He's a hard-throwing right-hander. He's going to come after Thompson. Thompson's back to the plate. It's his fourth at-bat of the game. Takes ball or strike one, inside corner. So this is a good matchup. I think we'll see number 12. See if he comes at him again with another fastball, and hits a shot to the shortstop. He one hopper, throws over to first, not in time to get Thompson, and ball hit pretty hard, and batter's out. Okay. Oh, I guess they're clearing the bases.
Okay, so what I'm hearing the umpire say is the batter must have stepped out of the batter's box as he was swinging on that pitch, and he's calling him out on that, which is tough because there are really no chalk lines at all for the batter's boxes, but that is the call, and that call will stand.
Possibly, if Thompson stands as close to the plate, maybe he stepped on the plate and he swung at that. I'm not sure how else that would have made that call.
That would make sense a bit. So one of the Thunder coaches is huddling with the umpires to hear what the situation was and learn from it. But that did end the bottom of the fourth inning. So we now have the Thunder defense on the field. Looks like Drew Moore still on the mound. He's gonna start his warm-up pitches shortly, and we're gonna take a quick pause, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't want to change his swing at this point because he's.
We are back for the top of the fifth inning. For those that might have joined us partway through, been quite a one-sided game here as far as offense and runs and so forth. So we had a 15-0 lead by the Thunder over Frassati Catholic. First pitch by Drew Moore is a strike taken by the batter. Looks like we have number 11 for Frassati batting right now.
Really good location on that pitch there, too, right at the knees. Another good spot for that. Another knees outside corner. Drew is hitting his spots tonight. I really it looks like he's got decent velocity. Looks like he's bringing it. And we'll see if he comes back with some off-speed or just comes right after him. He came right after him and blew it by him for strike three.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out.
Yeah, he is throwing with some good velocity, and he's throwing with some good pinpoint accuracy. So,
okay, number 15 steps in for Frassati. I think that they are substituting some other players in to let them get some at-bats tonight. What's the name there, Doug, on this guy? First pitch is fouled off to the first base side for a strike.
Looks like it's Augustine Rudolph.
Okay, this batter is number 15, Augustine Rudolph for Frassati. We got one out.
That was a strike. So we have 2 strikes on the batter. Again, Drew hasn't thrown a ball yet. He's coming right after him. And that's right down the tube as well for strike 3. So
3 more pitches.
6 pitches, 6 strikes.
2 outs.
2 outs. So Drew Moore has got it working right now. And number 3 for Frassati comes to the plate.
This is going to be Gus Cornwell for Frassati.
Gus Cornwell.
First time we did this, we didn't have any rosters for the visiting team, so we weren't able to give much commentary on them. But nice to have the rosters to go off of here. So Drew's first pitch was a strike. His second pitch missed just barely outside. Both of them were takes by this batter. So
good spot to miss where he just missed right there. So 1-1 pitch. Drew's gonna look to finite that pitch just a little bit more, and he does. He throws a strike. It's a swinging strike. Batter a little bit behind that. So Drew, as a pitcher, is ahead in the count 1-2, and he gets the signal from Jared, and he comes back after him, but just a little bit low.
Just a little low,
but a good spot. Good
Not a bad
pitcher's
miss.
pitch there. Evens the count at 2-2 with 2 outs and no runners on base. Drew Moore kicks and delivers, and just a bit high for ball 3. So looking for Drew. The first time I think he's gone to 3-2 tonight. So we'll see. I don't know, that adds a little pressure sometimes on, and we'll see what pitch he's looking for. Drew is looking in at Jared, and he throws a strike mid to outside corner for strike 3. And that's 3 outs, and that does end the game tonight because of the mercy rule. It's 15 runs for Thunder and 0 for Frassati.
That's a nice way to end it, with striking out the side. And looks like I'm showing just a little bit over an hour and 45 minutes for this game, so pretty quick start to finish game for us here. Once again, we'll just wrap it up real quick. So, Doug, I thought we had a good night. Did a lot of good things that we wanted to do, both pitching wise and hitting and base running. So,
yeah, I think the crowd enjoyed it too. They had something to cheer about tonight. It wasn't nearly as chilly tonight, and just a nice night to be outside and enjoy outdoors. Tonight we started a little bit earlier. We had a 7 o'clock start, so that's kind of a benefit right now as we get done a little bit earlier as well in the evening. Get these boys back home so they can write a paper, or, do a
homework, do some laundry, clean up a room. Oh, that's asking for a lot.
Like that too, Maybe tomorrow the garbage is coming, so we got to get that out on the side. So. Anyway, we appreciate you for listening tonight, and we look forward to the next time that we'll be able to connect. Looks like on the schedule it's probably going to be Thursday, if possible, if we can make it. But I know the team does play Thursday. I think they play Friday and a doubleheader on Saturday.
That's right. I'm just taking a quick peek at the upcoming schedule. They're playing in a tournament down in Sugarland area, hosted by Fort Bend Christian. So it looks like, as you said, Doug, they'll be – next game for the varsity is going to be Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And if possible, we'll see if we can bring it to you live. We'll have to figure out how to do this on the road when we're not in the comfy haven of the press box at the Little Memorial Ashford Little League here. So with that, I think we'll sign off. Gotten a few texts for folks that were able to hear the game live. I really appreciate you supporting the Thunder. We'll just wrap up saying Roll Thunder, and we look forward to joining you next time. And share the word with friends and family that we're going to be doing this as much as we can. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you should be able to re-listen to this broadcast on demand, if you will, later on. So with that, we will sign off. This is Brian Moore and
Doug Thompson. We're live from the mall, and the next time we see you, we'll make sure we let you know where we're at.
with that, take care, God bless, and have a good evening.